Welcome back, everyone. This is Gift World Expo 2025, and I cannot emphasize this enough. This is South India's largest gifting exhibition. A huge round of applause for Gift Talks 2025. Now, that was not huge at all, was it? Can we try those one last time? A huge applause, please. Thank you. I see a lot of familiar faces. At the same time, I see a lot of unfamiliar faces. And it is so nice to have each one of you here with us. And what a power-packed session it has been these 2 days, right? 4 sessions yesterday and 3 sessions today. All so insightful and with so much value. We are down to our last session of the day, the gem of it all, the buzz of it all, tech. And we've seen tech evolve in many ways, right? This is how it used to be before. You walk into your tailor by our store and you say, hey, you know what? I want a blue color dress, a blue color suit. This is the measurement, right? From there, you started walking into the store and seeing exactly what you want, and you would pick what you liked. From there, thanks to all our online platforms, you could now sit at home and guess what you actually want. Oh, and we didn't stop there. We went one step ahead, right? They would deliver home and you could try it on and then you could send it back if it didn't look good. But again, we didn't stop there. Augmented reality came and you can actually sit at home and just swipe and see how a particular outfit looks on you. We indeed have come a long way. So without any further ado, let's get this session rolling. I would like to welcome our moderator, who was also our moderator for the first session, which received so much insight. I would now request Mr. Aman Jain, founder, the 10th house, to come and moderate this panel for us. A huge round of applause to Mr. Aman Jain. Joining with him is our panel, Ms. Saloni Sachdeva, co-founder, Kivart. A huge round of applause, please. Mr. Pranay Punjabi, founder, XECH. Mr. Nehal Shah, director, Aquaminder. Mr. Deepen Shah, founder, FUZO and Trruu Global Brands. A huge round of applause, and over to you, Mr. Aman.
Check. Good afternoon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me thank you all for taking out time and coming down for this last but not the least session for the day. So we have 48 minutes with us to make sure we're able to milk, we're able to churn out from one of the best. So if you kind of ask me the right way to introduce each one of them, and as a consortium all together, so all 4 of them are tech giants who are sitting with us today in the institutional business. Each one of them have created products, each one of them have created industries and niche for themselves, and each one bring in a lot of value for their customers in their particular niche. So welcome to all the 4 of you on this dais, on the stage, where we have a lot of entrepreneurs who want to learn from your experiences, avoid mistakes that you all have done, so that they don't repeat the same thing. So today we're going to start with an interesting session, an interesting conversation with all 4 of you. So I'd like to hit my first question to Mr. Nehal. And my question to him would be, you've been into technology, you've created concepts and products that are tech-driven to make life of a common man easier, more valuable. So if I have to really ask, let me set the tone of our conversation before I hear the question from you. So we start with the conversation where we talk about how technology in business can help you internally as well as externally. So when I say internally, I mean how technology can help you build your business internally in your organization, within your organization, in terms of using the right technology platforms to scale your business, to using the right technology the right technology to showcase your products. So that's internally. And externally, as to what technology are you bringing in your product to add value to the end user or the end customer. So this is the modus operandi of why we're sitting here today, to understand how we can use technology in both the dimensions of business. Now that I have started my conversation with Mr. Nehal, you've been using technology to add value to your end customer, where people can remember, make their health better with the right tech in place. Everybody would like to know what we are talking about. And how are you using the essence of connecting yourself in terms of supply chain as well? So we want to understand how you use tech at the back end and how you're using tech in the front end.
Hi everyone, I am Nehal. Okay, so basically we have a product which is called Aquaminder. So it reminds you to drink water. So that's the technology of it. Everybody needs to remain hydrated, and that's the whole thing. So now the technology part of it is that you get reminders for that. Everybody has the reminders in watches, mobile phones and everything, but we wanted something new, and hence we made it in the bottle itself. So if you have a bottle with you, it sends you a reminder. You can have it directly, the water directly from the bottle with you. So you don't need a different app or anything for that. So that's how the technology was done. Now coming back to Aman's question, how we are using the technology internally. Internally, we are using various data analytics, which we are going around. We are still in place because since ours is a new company. So we are having data analytics on colors, on models, on which model sells in which month, which color sells more, which color sells less. All this data has been collected, and then our team currently is doing that. Now we are automating the whole thing by putting more and more software into it, and the whole analytics then helps us to get the production of what color is going to move fast. So we have to have the production of that ready and the whole thing into the whole ecosystem. So this is how we do it.
So if I have to go a little more specific, what sort of softwares are you using to manage and analyze the data internally?
So basically all our softwares are made by our own selves. We are not using any third-party softwares currently. We are having our own team make the whole software. Like for Aquaminder also, we have just built a new software, which we are upgrading every day as it comes. Though we have outsourced it, means we don't have a team in-house, but it is like our own software. We are not using a third-party software because we, as a corporate gifting, as people who would know, corporate gifting needs a lot of personalization, a lot of things which is needed. So it is very difficult to use a ready-made software for the same.
Fair enough. I'd like to ask you a couple of more questions moving down the conversation. But before that, I'd like to go to Saloni, straight to Saloni. Now, Kivart launches new SKUs constantly. Tech keeps changing. In fact, it keeps evolving. With so many SKUs that you have, what platform are you using to manage your SKUs? What platform are you using to showcase the same SKUs in a proper, organized manner to your clients?
Sure. Am I audible? I am, right? Perfect. So Kivart as a brand is a 300 SKU strong brand in the audio, power and lifestyle category. To answer your question, how do we manage, what tech are we using to sort of cherry pick the SKUs that we are going to launch? Was that right? So we rely on customer search behavior. We work with e-commerce marketplaces. We understand the pain points that customers are sort of facing with the current products that are available. We work very closely with the marketplaces. And just to maybe give you an example, say we launched a magnetic MagSafe power bank. The main pain point was, for example, that the magnetic suction wasn't good. So this is the product that we came up with. The MagSafe suction is great. This is one of our MagSafe power banks, and it also comes with battery percentage visualization. So customers know what they are buying. So I think majorly understanding customer data, super important. And the internal tools that we are using to sort of launch our products, from the inception to the launch, we use Trruu. Yeah, so that's one of the tools we are using to sort of maintain a digital trail in our system.
Trello.
Yep.
So it's a SaaS-based model that manages the show. What sort of investment or cost that it incur?
It's very minimal. It's so insignificant. I won't even look into it.
All right.
Yeah.
So Trello is a good find. You guys can use Trello if you really want to manage your SKUs at the back end, digitizing and organizing the data at the back end. Trello is the right platform that everybody to use. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, moving forward, we'll go to XECH. Pranay has been a dear friend of ours. In fact, we had lovely conversations back there in Delhi as well, and I'm sure it was thoroughly impactful and definitely set a lot of benchmark in the conversation as well. Now, XECH, as much as I love the name, I also love the products that XECH does. And XECH has been known for transforming products from a prototype to an end product really quick. So from a prototype, from a design to an end product, XECH has been able to do and convert things really, really quick and fast. What's been the secret? What technology are we using? And how are we able to, from a prototype to an end final product in such a short time, how are we able to convert?
Hey everyone, I'm Pranay. So I think speed itself is kind of an innovation, all right? And the speed can be got if you have the right team. So here, most companies hire salespeople and procurement people, but our company hires more of content people and designers. That's where the difference is. We have a 15 people design team in office. So now with AI, you can just generate ideas for products. It's so easy. Then we use a software called Blender for 3D designing. Then that Blender file is sent to the factory who does the engineering. So the most important thing in gifting is trends, right? And trends don't last more than 6 months. And most large brands can't catch up to the trends because by the time they get their internal approvals and get everything done, the trend is gone. So we are able to go from idea to product within 3 months. So we catch at least 3 months of the trends where you can make a good margin because then everything drops after that. So yeah.
Trello is a good find, and we have Blender. So if you really want to, again, for prototype, increase your speed from prototyping to an end product, Blender is another good catch.
Honestly, you can just use ChatGPT or Gemini to just generate an idea for free.
Fair.
And go to a factory and make it. It's so easy these days.
Right. Now that we've spoken about prototyping to a final product, but with that, you need to also start selling. So when I talk about selling, FUZO and Trruu has been really, really good at, converting sales, converting a final product out there in the market in no time. So FUZO and Trruu has been really known for that, and definitely a big example for churning out sales quickly and bringing a product out quickly into the market. So I'd like to ask my next question to Deepen. Deepen, with such a vast distribution that you have, with so many SKUs that you deal with so many resellers you kind of work with, what softwares or what technology are you using at the back end to make sure that your resellers are fulfilled and done at the right time, satisfied, and made sure that data is good, the entire flow of operations is taken care properly?
Hello everyone, this is Deepen. Hi. I represent FUZO. It's a corporate gifting brand, and represent Trruu Global Brands, which is a corporate institutional distributor for a lot of international and national brands. Coming to Aman's question, building a distribution channel itself is a huge task. But after building the channel, taking it to the next level and churning out sales is a much larger task. So the key is flow of information. The key is to ensure that every dealer out there, every channel partner that we work with out there knows the products that we deal with and knows the kind of products that are available with us in the first place. Only if he knows, he's going to go out there in the market and try and resell them. So ensuring that all the information related to all our products is out there in a way that it's easy for them to sell is where the entire game is, to be very honest with you. And we do internally use a lot of tech-based solutions. And in today's world, rightly said by Pranay, there are enough number of softwares available, which is pretty much free or minimal spend. My suggestion, first things first, would be build very strong WhatsApp today, because WhatsApp is an absolute solution that everyone should work on. building communities on WhatsApp, building groups, ensuring that the information is out there. WhatsApp status updates are a very, very strong communication tool today. Everyone, whenever they're sitting free, Instagram, Facebook status updates, WhatsApp status updates, this is something which is extremely powerful. You use that effectively. There are email campaign companies like MailChimps of the world, MailChimps and Akumbas and many others available in the market. Though the readability of emails has reduced, but yet it's a very good option to consider when you want to reach out to a larger audience or maybe trying to do cold calling as well. Apart from that, internally, the systems that you build to ensure that the kind of information that needs to be out there is extremely important. So we have an entire stack that we follow where we have a cataloging of all our products at one particular folder. Everything is cloud-based. Everything is accessible to anyone at any given point of time, right on their mobiles, right on their laptops, everywhere. So having information out there, right from our catalogs to our individual images, to videos of our products, maybe 3D models of our products, having every information out there gives enough ammunition to all the resellers to go out there in the market and sell your product. The more easier we make it for them to resell our product, the more the chances of them to sell the product.
Well, I think ease of doing business and ease of making your product reach to the end customer is extremely vital for the business, because the more difficult it gets for a reseller to share his catalog or share the product, obviously the end customer will not get, and access to inventory is another challenge. If you don't get if a reseller does not get quick access to inventory, another challenge. So challenges like these are here to stay, and that's where the solution we need to bring
also in our industry, everyone will agree with me, is that the customer always wanted the gift yesterday, not even today.
Absolutely,
right? So
absolutely.
flow of information is extremely important. Like you said, inventory levels, maintaining that and ensuring that the reseller or the customer has access to that information is extremely important. Yeah.
Absolutely. He spoke about WhatsApp marketing, groups, communities. This, trust me, is a game changer, guys. If you consistently and with discipline, if you're able to manage your WhatsApp communities, chats, you can in fact use WhatsApp automation, as you can use bots in your WhatsApp, which can give customer support to your customers 24/7. So there are apps like Haptic, there are apps like One who can help you create your own WhatsApp store, WhatsApp chatbot at literally no cost. So that's a very big learning for you guys if you can take Haptic or WhatsApp APIs as well. Now talking about reaching the customers fast. Now that we all supply to corporate gifters, we supply to corporates, there is definitely a requirement for having customization on, whatever merchandise that we are supplying. So how quick are we able to make 3D mockups, 2D mockups with the customization on the merchandise that you supply? So my next question is for Nehal bhai, to understand what software are we using to make sure that the customization is taken care quickly and we are able to share the mockups and stuff like that very quickly with the reseller or with the end customer.
So basically, we are in the process of making our website. Currently, we have already started a customization where you write your name and you can see how it looks. It's already there on our website for our retail customers. For our corporate customers, that is not there. We are in the process of making that AR or whatever it is to show how does a customization look. You just put in your word or you put in your logo, automated to how it will look on the product, and the whole thing will be, you can see it live. So that is how we are planning to do it. It is under process. Probably in 2 to 3 months time, that will be live. So it will be very easy for a customer to see how his logo looks on our bottle or on any other product. And the whole thing will be easy for everybody.
So the chances of conversion and the speed of conversion increases when you give a platform such as customization real time. So are we using any of a customized software for our customers to give them real time access to customization of whatever merchandise that needs to be supplied?
So actually, I think everyone uses CorelDRAW or Photoshop. Is the easiest thing to put your logo on there. And honestly, when we also go for displays to companies, if you just put their logo and go for the display, automatically when they see their name on it, the conversion is much faster. So yeah, I think simple
Photoshop,
softwares.
CorelDRAW definitely, but I think another game changer that has come into the in the customization space is Canva. You said it
Canva
right.
is amazing.
It's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
god of graphics today's date.
Yeah,
It's made life so easy. So if you don't know Photoshop, if you don't know CorelDRAW, even a 10 standard student or a school graduate, college graduate can start using Canva and can make mock-ups for you in no time. So that's the power of Canva. So if you've not
Everyone
been
can
using,
become a graphic designer.
absolutely. So the job for graphic design has definitely been a challenge now. Anyways,
Better work now. They don't have to do this.
moving forward, now that we've spoken mostly about what technology are we using internally to make the customer's experience better. Now let's move towards the outward, and my next question will be to Saloni. And Saloni, so the question for you is, you've also been doing D2C. That is
Not
direct-
really. No, I'm not doing D2C. It's
D2C.
so expensive. We're a bootstrap
Marketplaces.
business. No, we're not. You need at least 20 CR to kill it in the D2C space.
or else we'll get killed. Are you doing marketplaces?
Marketplaces, not really. We have our own distribution network, GT. We have around 60 distributors, 6,000 retailers, north and west, majorly.
Well, so I'll tweak the question for you a little. Since that you don't do D2C, you still are doing B2B in a very aggressive, in a very large way.
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
For your resellers or for your B2B customers,
Yeah.
what tech are you using in the front end? Is there a Shopify or what sort of app or a tech you are using for your resellers to check what inventory levels you're having on real-time basis?
We've
What
got
products are you
bots.
having?
Sorry. We've got bots in place, WhatsApp bots,
Mm-hmm.
very basic. As I was telling you about the digital trail, they can click on the SKU that they're interested in. They want media assets, they'll get access to it. But we also, when we work with corporates directly, we go with a proper mood board. So if for example, we are speaking to an Ultratech, so we'd go with a mood board, which will sort of help them in increasing their impressions. Sometimes we tailor make our own products as per the corporate. One of the products that I'm very proud of that we made a mock-up of right now, we haven't got the order yet, but this is a pen stand which looks like a house, and this resonates with their industry. Also it's got a card holder. So stuff like this. We go all, like we really go an extra mile. We sort of build the highway for the corporates. And I'll just complete it. So we go and we sort of work on a mood board. We understand what they're interested in, and then when we deliver golden samples, we put in their logos. We go with 3D models, and sometimes we'd also give them opening sound customizations. They turn on our speaker, it's going to say their jingle. It's going to have their jingle also. So we do stuff like this in our products. Yeah.
Fair point, fair point. Now I'd like to pass on the same question to Pranay, and I believe that you do D2C as well, and you have your own website, and you do cater to a lot of end clients. So what platform are you using? So all the aspiring entrepreneurs.
So basically, D2C is a very complicated business. It's not like B2B where you invoice someone and they transfer the exact amount to your bank account, right? Like for example, you do a sale of 1 crore on Amazon, but your bank account just gets 60 lakhs. So where did the 40 lakhs go? So some of it is kept on hold with Amazon. Some of it is Amazon commissions. Some of it was delivery fees. All this is very unclear. So the best software for Amazon is OMS Guru. It quickly gives you this data analysis of what's where. And other platforms like Flipkart and Blinkit, we are using Unicommerce to give this data. So if you have to do D2C, these two apps are absolutely essential. OMS Guru for Amazon and Unicommerce for other websites. And
There's no one app one common app.
so Unicommerce charges a lot of money. It can do Amazon also, but Unicommerce charges you per order. And Amazon, we have too many orders. And OMS Guru just charges you 10,000 rupees a month. So that's why we've split the softwares. Yeah.
Fair point. Now I'd like to go on to Deepen and ask him another question. as much as you have a very strong distribution network across the country, you have your offices in Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and different cities as well. Managing inventory, showing real-time inventory to your end customers is one of the biggest challenges that today our industry faces. Because every time he goes to a client, the client says, okay, I like this product. When can you deliver me 3,000 pieces? So the client says, okay, let me go back to my office, check with the brand and get back to you. What if you're able to close that entire loop? And what if somebody gets an access to inventory live here and says, sir, I have 3,000 pieces, I can give it to you tomorrow. So what sort of expertise and what sort of value are we adding in that niche?
If you ask me, to be very honest with you, the problem is not about tech out here. The problem is over there is purely on discipline. If you have the right discipline, any software that you work with, as basic as even Tally, can work well for you. But you need to have the discipline. If your stock inward and outward is well tracked between the teams that you have internally, yes, integrating those teams is very, very important internally. But once you have that in place and you follow a proper discipline, any software that you work with can give you right inventory levels. And once you have the right inventory levels, going live on your website or on the backend or on any software that you work with is extremely very easy. You just need to get the right discipline in place. Only then any tech. So the problem is not technology. The problem is implementation of technology. To implement the right technology, you need to use the right discipline. And not just you, everyone in your team, right from top to bottom, bottom to up, everyone needs to use it well. Only if you implement the software as well, only if you implement the tech well, it's absolutely, everything is possible. But yes, you have to implement. There's no other alternative to that.
So as much as we talk about being implemented in the right way, so like they rightly say, junk in, junk out. So if you feed the wrong data, you're obviously going to get the wrong data out. But people to feed the right data is another big challenge. So you need discipline, like you said. What sort of training modules, what sort of education that you need to bring in inside your own office culture to make sure that the right data is being fed in and that hygiene is maintained in every single level?
I follow just two options whenever I'm trying to implement something. I either incentivize or penalize. These are the only two options I follow. So I incentivize my team saying that do this, it's going to make your life easier, it's going to make our lives easier, you will be better tracking your softwares, your inquiries, your management of your clients better, and incentivize in monetary basis, however best possible that you can do. And at the same time, if it doesn't work, use the stick, penalize, tell them if you don't do this, these are the deductions. I have tried every other way, but these are the only two things that work.
So have you been able to retain your talent after you penalize them?
Absolutely, I can. Because when we penalize them, what happens is the next month, they get the things right. They pull their socks, do things which is important. And once they do it, they realize that the importance of the tech is so good that it's actually making their life easier. And once that happens, they realize where are we coming from, and that's the reason why they're implementing it.
Fair point. As much as it is a Herculean task for getting manpower to work on tech and getting the right data being fed at the right place, it definitely is the way forward. There is no other way, because that's the only way if you really want to scale your business using technology. Now, my next question is definitely going to be for Nehal. We've spoken about inventory, we've spoken about tech, we've spoken about prototyping, converting the product really quick, managing manpower. But one of the most key challenges that we as business face is giving the right customer experience to an end customer. So when it comes to customer experience, not just end customer, with your own customers, you have so many WhatsApp messages to come to you. I need 500 bottles, I need 200 bottles, I need 300 bottles in red color, I need this in this SKU, that SKU. So I'm sure you'll have a large list and so many messages pouring in from across the country. What sort of tech are you using there? What sort of solution are you using there to make sure all your data, all the customers, all your messages are replied quickly and in a right and the most efficient manner?
So basically, we are in the process of automating the replies with an AI bot, which we are doing. Currently, it has been done manually, but the process has been going on. Whereas Deepen said, or like the data which is there. Currently, we are maintaining the whole data. Now we want to see that how the data has been given back easily to the customer. So that is where the AI bot will come into the picture. When a person replies on our groups or puts an inquiry, and AI will automatically reply to them saying that this is available, this is not available, this is going to come on this date, and everything else. So currently we are using Shopify AI, which is there for our end clients, which is our D2C clients. And Vaki is one of the software which we are working on, which is going to be an AI bot for us for our B2B platform. But it is, as I said, it is still in the under process, fully not integrated, but in the due course of time, it will get integrated towards it.
Deepen, what are you using in terms of handling so many inquiries that pour in every day?
Just keep things simple. Don't complicate it. My suggestion is at any given point of time, yes, extremely important to evolve, extremely important to adapt to new technology. Internally, we use a CRM which has been custom built from us. What we've done is we've taken the open source CRMs available in the market and built upon that. So we brought in the skeleton from outside and then we built the flesh. We have our customer inquiries going on there. We have our pipelines. We have our sales teams tracking. We have attendance happening there. We have HR happening there. We have a lot of stuff, and we've also integrated our website to it. So one platform which is capable to handle a lot of stuff. But yes, keep it simple. Again, my point of view is that WhatsApp is important. Today, the world is moving on WhatsApp. You might have an alternative coming in tomorrow in place of WhatsApp. It might be a Telegram or it could be an XYZ. But yes, as the technology evolves, you have to adapt. You cannot say that no, abhi bhi main WhatsApp mein hu, but the world has moved ahead. So you have to keep adapting. There are enough number of chatbots, like he said, are available out there in the market, and you can build upon that. Keeping it simple, keeping it uncomplicated for external as well as internal teams is extremely important. And like I said earlier, flow of information is the key, nothing else.
So as much as we talk about technology, I've always had a problem with human intervention. Because every time when a human intervention happens, the process of reaching somewhere gets slower. So as much as we also did create an entire tech platform where you can track the inventory live, you can track every single order, you can download your own invoice after you place the order, you can also check your inventory in different locations across the country. So that's the kind of tech we have created. But the problem is with the culture of human. As much as we say, please download the app, you will get full access to our inventory, you will get full access to our pricing, but no, the man wants to send a WhatsApp message and ask for an inquiry. So I think more than anything else, it is the culture that needs to change if you really want to bring about
Aman,
a change.
A few years back, WhatsApp didn't exist. At that point of time, it was phone calls. There was emails, right? So people have changed. It's not that people have not evolved. Yes, the mindset to evolve might have slowed down, or it's about the age, right? At any given point of time, any of us out here, you tell us what's happening 5 years later, none of us are going to give a proper answer because it's evolving. But yes, the mindset change has to happen, will happen, and people will adapt. When everyone adapts, you as well will adapt. I see all our dads and moms and everyone on Instagram today. Why? Because they have adapted, right? So it is the mindset change.
Well, I think Pranay wants to add something.
Yeah. So basically, I think it's the B2B mindset in India that they want a better deal. Yeah. So they want to talk to someone, right? So that's the main
Bullseye.
reason. Yeah. But once the customer is a bit more mature, like if you see Middle East and US, these guys don't, without any human interaction, exactly like how we were before Zomato came, we used to call restaurants. Now no one calls restaurants. I think it'll take us a few years to get there, but I think it's possible.
Right. I think you hit the bullseye and said it's more of, the Indians at least want to talk to one man. They'll feel more confident, हाँ कोई इंसान है जिससे बात कर रहा हूँ, and I can get a better deal if I talk to him. Fair. I think Nehal also wanted to add something. He picked up the mic and wanted to add something. You can go ahead and please add what you think about this.
No, the same thing that everybody wants a personal touch. In India, the biggest thing is, oh, like you say, how much ever Amazons and everything is there, but everybody wants to go to a Vijay Sales and first feel the product. They may order it on an Amazon, but they want to see the product. They want to feel the product. In India, everything, like for example, we are saying, oh, we'll see the bottle, 3D images, everything is there. But yeah, oh, I want to feel. If you cancel returns on Amazon, all the brands will have minimum 50% sales down. Because everybody is today calling it because, oh, if I don't like it, I can return it. You cancel the returns on Amazon, 50% sales will go down. So everybody wants to feel. In India, this thing of AR, VR and all that, it works to a certain extent, certain crowd, but 90% of the people wants to look, feel, everything wants to do.
My 2 cents also to add to this is that, yes, everyone wants to touch and feel the product, but shortlisting becomes easier with tech. So instead of sending, so I remember when we started, we used to send out 50 different SKUs to our customers, and then they would pick and choose. Today, we send out 50 images, he chooses 5. My team goes out with 5 and just shows those 5 and comes back. So that makes the difference.
Fair point. I think Saloni is one who's left behind. So we'll like to hear from Saloni as well. What
I
her
want
take
to
is.
ask something. Are you guys giving access to your inventory to everyone? You are?
Yes.
I don't know. I think people in India think कि अगर 10,000 units है, they'll negotiate harder. Is that a thing?
No, I think it just shows the strength of the brand.
Yeah.
No. I think like openly putting your inventory out there.
So you can pick and choose. My suggestion is you pick
Yeah.
and choose. You work with set of distributors who you work regularly with, and you trust them, and you know that they are out there trying to sell your product. You open up their your inventory to them and
Selectively.
choose.
Selectively.
No, but I think
Absolutely.
it's
You can do that.
Yesterday I was talking to Kashish from Toronto. He's also GT heavy, okay? He was also shocked that we share our inventory. So I think it's he was shocked that we share our inventory with people.
We also don't.
Because I think maybe your GT
It's a GT
distributors
thing.
will think that. As a GT thing, it's not a B2B thing.
So I think I partially would agree with Saloni a little bit, because this happened to me just yesterday when obviously my clients have access to my inventory and he had an order for 2,000 pieces. So you have 10,000 pieces in stock. I'm helping you liquidate 2,000 pieces, sir.
And
I think you should give me a better price then. Then I was like, oh, actually he's helping me a little bit. Take 20 rupees discount and go. I mean, psychologically, it definitely make a lot of difference. I wouldn't deny to that fact. But it's more about pros versus cons. You know, does it help you scale your business? Does it help you reduce your inflow of calls? Does it help you, service the customer much faster? So you need to choose your battle and see what works best for you in terms of sharing your inventory with the client or not. That's what I personally
I
feel.
would say I have so much inventory because it's our best-selling product.
That's definitely a good way of looking at things. Well, now that we've spoken and we have last 12 minutes that we need to discuss and wrap up this session, it definitely has been quite an interesting session with all the 4 of you. And if I really have to ask each one of you, starting with Deepen, what do you really think is the future of gifting in synonymous to technology?
I'll break it down to different levels. From a brand perspective, from a distributor/dealer perspective, and a customer perspective, a final corporate client perspective. Technology is here, is going to stay. There's no second option to it. There's nothing that all of us can do. So adaptability of technology is something, whether you like it or not, you have to. There's no second thought to it. From a brand perspective, ensuring, like I said, the ease of information out there in the market makes your brand easier to sell. You get sold. You don't. Simple. Right? So from that point of view, ensuring that the entire back end is integrated so that your front end is taken care of is very, very important. So technology to that extent is very important from a brand perspective. From a dealer perspective or a reseller perspective, if he does not use technology, how is he going to catalog 10,000 brands with 1 lakh SKUs? right? So somewhere or the other, technology has to come into play. He has to adapt it. He has to accept it, saying that if I have to go out there in the market and give the best option possible to my client, I need to use technology. There's no second alternative to it. And from a customer perspective, a customer at the end of the day is lazy, whether we like it or not. He likes everything on his desk. And for that to happen, yes, he will shortlist on using technology. He might just finalize the product after he touches and feels it, but shortlisting, he has to do it on tech base, because it's not humanly, physically possible for anyone to carry that many products and go out there in the market and show the customer. So from a customer perspective as well, technology is extremely important and he has to accept. So all of this is, like I said earlier, it's just a matter of time. People are going to accept it, and I already see a lot of change. I already see, especially in a city like Bangalore, people are accepting technology. People are telling us, just say, don't send us physical catalogs, just send us the e-catalog. Why? Because they want to only forward that forward, right? So I think that's the matter of time.
Technology is here to stay. So faster you use it in your business, the better it is for you. Otherwise, you're going to be back to the Stone Age. So make sure you start adopting technology as much as possible. Let's hear from Mr. Nehal.
I think he's covered most of the points. See, I feel anything you do with innovation and ease of business for your reseller or for your customer, whether it can be a customization, whether it can be stock or anything. Currently, since we are talking only on B2B, whatever you do it in terms of getting the life easy for a reseller or for a customer, it is going to help. It is going to help you to increase sales. It is going to help you to increase your visibility to the customer and everything else. That's about it. And as he said, more e-catalogs. Now, I think more and more people are saying, oh, send a video. So now that's a new thing which everybody wants. Oh, I want to see the product. Oh, I want a video. Since we all here are a little bit on the tech side of the product, or a product which is a multiple use or a little bit technically specific. So everybody wants a video. So now I think slowly from an e-catalog, a video is going to play a more important part.
So I think I definitely do resonate with that. The way people have been consuming data, the way people have been consuming advertisements has become more of video centric rather than just pictures and carousels. So today if you see Instagram, if you see LinkedIn, if you see Facebook, every social media has all gone video based more than, there used to be a time when people used to use the graphics and the carousels to swipe through. But today, everybody's going the video way to see their products because it's faster for them to understand, it's easier for them to resonate. So that's a very, very valuable point that you kind of really shared here. Let's move to Pranay and understand what his take is.
So basically, what is a flyer or what is a video? It's a sales pitch, right? It's basically replacing us. And I think the biggest problem that India has is that we are not tech-driven in B2B. Like, what is the largest gifting company in India? 100 crores, 150 crores? There are companies in Europe and US which are 40,000 crores. One company. And they're all owned by Jews. The Jews have cracked it. Okay, they have made B2B exactly like D2C. You're going on their website, you're choosing a product, you have a special login. According to the type of customer you are, you're given discounts already. If you're a very, very well-known customer with a good credit rating, you can even get it on credit for 30 days, 60 days. All these things are like calls for us, right? Everything reduces 5 minutes of our time daily. How many WhatsApps can you answer in a day? How much can you scale alone? You cannot. So once the whole B2B business becomes exactly like Amazon, that's when Indian companies will really scale. And I see it already happening. I see some companies developing tech, and I think we should be there by 2030.
Another 5 years down the lane, huh? Well, now that you also took reference of the companies in the West who've cracked the code, if you can help us with a few names for that, they can take it as an inspiration for them to understand.
So the biggest companies, of course, Vistaprint. You can in India, they just did business cards and other things. But if you go to the US, there's another company called Rush Imprint. It's a Canadian company where you can go online, you can even buy one piece, you can upload your logo, you want embroidery, you want UV printing, you want whatever. You want 24-hour delivery, you want 1 week delivery, everything has a different price. In India, we don't do that, right? Kal chiye, okay, de denge. There's tomorrow, this is the price, 10 days, this is the price. So I think we really need to look up to them because they are at least 15, 20 years ahead of us in the B2B gifting space.
Sweet. Interesting. That was an interesting piece. Well, let's move on to Saloni and take her final note of what she really thinks. What is the way forward for India, the B2B the B2B industry, corporate gifting space by 2030? What is your take and where is this headed to?
We've pretty much covered what probably is what India is going to look like 5 years down the line, but maybe I'll tell you what we are doing. So we're following this BYOB strategy. It's build your own box. So, so we've got boxes and we've got 350 SKUs. And then we basically follow a Tinder-like strategy, swipe right, swipe left. First we go with a mood board. We ask our customer, what are you liking? It's like very old school. And these are big corporates. And then we understand the target price. We understand what kind of specifications are they liking, what textures are they liking, what colors would they like, and eventually we build something for them. And so coming back to the BYOB strategy, they basically pick and choose the products that they would like us to stitch together, and also being able to visualize how their logos will be, will sort of look on those products, and what other customizations in terms of sound can we offer. So yes, that's what I feel we can do maybe 2 quarters from now. Yeah.
Sweet. So this is a new concept that not many have been exposed to. So I'm looking forward. People will resonate with the ideas that you've brought on and to offer to your clients as well. Well, on that note, we have last 4.5 minutes while we sum up this entire conversation.
The last 4.5 minutes, I want to hear from you. You yourself use a lot of tech, right, in your company. So what is it that you're doing different that you are looking at 2034 with tech?
So for me, the day when I started business, the day I started TTH, the 10th house is the company that we run. And in the matter of 3 years, we've been able to scale from making 1,000. So we make customized t-shirts, high quality customized t-shirts for brands. So we started our business on the first month, we were able to sell 1,000 t-shirts in 1 month. But over a journey of 3 years, we sell over 10,000 t-shirts every single day today. And this has only happened because of technology that we have been able to implement in our business from the day one. We have implemented t-shirt, we have implemented technology to such a level that my inventory is on the mobile app that I have made for my customers location wise. So if my buyer is sitting in Mumbai, he can select location as Mumbai and see the entire inventory in Mumbai. If he's in Hyderabad, my inventory is in Hyderabad. He can view the inventory there, share the pictures from my mobile app to the end customer without my name even going forward. So that way his transparency and the secrecy is maintained.
Let's just ask you, which accounting app have you linked to this app?
Well, so I have integrated Tally, because Tally is the only app which is certified by all the CAs and all the accountants.
He's a Marwadi. He uses Tally because adjustments are easier.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but it's coming from another Gujarati friend of mine. So let me not continue this any forward. So for me, technology has been, having technology from the scratch. So today when I procure or when I take the fabric inward into my factory, every fabric is barcoded and scanned. After that, every garment is barcoded and scanned at the production, at the tailoring and the stitching level. So if I scan a QR code, if a customer complains, this t-shirt is torn a little bit, I scan the QR code, I get to know when this was produced, which tailor produced, and what time, in which factory, and what date was it produced. So that's the kind of backward integration that we have done in our production to make sure that my customer experience is top-notch and there is no compromise in business. So that's where I come from. And I'm a hard believer of technology, as much as I do believe that culture is some of the biggest problem that we face today. In spite of us having technology, app, all the jargons in the world, customer at the evening 7 o'clock will call me, sir, मेरे को 500 पीस चाहिए सर, क्या रेट मिलेगा, स्टॉक है क्या? So that is a challenge, but like Pranay rightly said, it will take some time, but we will surely be there one day. And like he also said, the Jews have cracked it. I am telling you, by 2030, all the Indians who have cracked it as well.
Say Marwadis.
I don't want to be biased that way though. Well, I think we've had a beautiful conversation. We have one last minute. We have a lot of young guys sitting here, dynamic, enterprising, and budding entrepreneurs who want to make a mark in the industry, want to build their business, scale their business to the next level. I'd like you to take 10 seconds each. What will be your closing statement to all of them that they can take back home with them? Any one word or a sentence. We'll start with ladies first. Saloni.
Putting me on the spot. Gifting. It's about gifting. Yeah?
What value would you like to give to these entrepreneurs out here that they can take back home, that they can implement in their business?
I think building on understanding your customer very well is very important. Understanding their pain points is well. Like if you think from your customer's POV and sort of work in helping them increase their sales, that's when you'll be able to close sales. That's what I feel.
Saloni had to say, understanding your customer's requirement in the right way is important to build your business. Pranay.
I would say be a go-getter. If you have an idea, execute it quickly. That's it. Don't procrastinate too much on it.
Yeah, like it, find it good, just do it. Don't think too much. Perfect. Nehal.
I would say simple. Use technology.
Use technology. Fair enough. That's what the entire seminar has been about. Deepen.
I think building a habit of convenience, if you can build a habit of convenience to your customers, you've won half of the game. He's going to come back to you if you give him convenience. He's going to come back to you if you build the habit for him to come back to you. So whatever you guys do something which can create some kind of convenience to your clients. He's going to come back to you.
Beautifully put across. Let me sum this up in one line, where each one of them have poured in their experience.
Aman, one line from you as well.
I'll add that, don't worry. So we had Saloni who said, understand your customer. And then Pranay came into the picture. He said, once you understand your customer, don't think too much, just start. But after that, Nehal came into the picture and he said, boss, it's not just about starting, it's about scaling. So you don't start, use technology to scale your business. But then Deepen said, no, that's not enough. You need to do something more important than just using technology. Is spoil your customer with using the right technology. Once your customer is spoiled with the service, with the customer experience that you give, the customer is never, ever gonna leave you in your entire history of business. So that's the beautiful setup. All four of us came together and put it across to you guys. And lastly, if I have to really say, if you want to really build your business, if you really want to take your business to the next level, stay as humble as possible, stay as down to earth as possible, and always keep smiling. That's my time. Thank you so much. I'm Aman Jain, and thank you so much to all the four panelists here.
Thank
Thank you so
Nice
much.
session. Thank you.
Good session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd request the panel to continue to remain on the stage. Like they say, true wisdom only grows when it is shared. And not many are willing to open the doors, but they have so freely flooded the doors with knowledge and insight. But all we want to do right now is honor and felicitate you. So I would request Mr. Shantanu from Mex Exhibitions Private Limited to come and felicitate our panel. A huge round of applause for our panel, everybody. We have Ms. Saloni Sachdeva, co-founder Kivart. We have Mr. Pranay Punjabi, founder, XECH. Mr. Nehal Shah, director, Aquaminder Tech Private Limited. Mr. Deepen Shah, co-founder FUZO and Trruu Global Brands. And finally, our moderator of the day, Mr. Aman Jain, founder, the 10th House. Thank you so much, everyone. With this, we come to the end of Gift Talks 2025. But Gift Expo is still open. The floors are open today and tomorrow. We would want each one of you to go, whether to sell, buy, but do enjoy and turn your business around. This is Gift World Expo 2025, South India's biggest gifting exhibition. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen.